Good afternoon and welcome to this week's weekly weather briefing for North and Central Georgia. My name is Dave Nadler and I'm a meteorologist with the National Weather Service in Peachtree City, Atlanta. Today's date is Thursday, March 3rd. So here's what we're looking at basically over the next few days. Currently, what we've been seeing and what we are going to expect over the next few days is unseasonably warm conditions and dry conditions persisting through the weekend and into early Monday, looking at temperatures running anywhere from 10 to 20 degrees above normal for this time of year. As we head into the weekend, we could see some record or near record high temperatures possible. Along with the warm temperatures, the dry conditions will result in low afternoon relative humidity, which will elevate fire danger across much of the area, basically from the current time all the way through the weekend until we start to see some moisture increase across the area by late Sunday night into Monday. And the chances for rain are going to increase as a cold front approaches and is expected to move across the area Monday night into Tuesday. As this front moves across the area early next week, we're really not looking at any sort of severe weather. We may not even see any thunderstorms. Most of the rainfall at this point is looking at anywhere from a tenth to a half an inch of rain for mainly northwest and west central Georgia. Lighter amounts to the south and the east are expected at this time. A stronger front looking out ahead but to the middle to end of next week, a stronger cold front could potentially affect the area. That could bring below normal temperatures to the area for first time in a while, but that's still quite a ways out and something just to monitor as we head through the weekend and into the first part of next week. So why are we so warm? Well, looking at the upper level pattern, we've been seeing an unusually strong ridge of high pressure that's been dominating a good chunk of the country. Above normal temperatures and record highs have been set all the way up into the northern plains and upper Midwest region over the last couple of days, and that's expected to continue through the weekend into early next week. What you're seeing here is the upper level 500 millibar map, and basically looking at anomalies. Anywhere in orange and red, you're looking at upper level heights that are 1 to 2 times stronger or warmer than what we typically see for early March. So these types of upper level ridges and upper level high pressure systems we see more April and May versus late February into early March. So this pattern is expected to persist through the weekend and into the first part of next week before that cold front should knock things down just a little bit by next Tuesday. So how warm is it? Well, looking at high temperatures, we've already been in the 70s and 80s for a good portion of the area over the last couple of days. And looking ahead into Friday, tomorrow, we expect highs to be maybe a little bit cooler across the north and east. We are looking at a potential wedge of cooler air to drop in from the north and east late tonight into the day on Friday and continue into the first part of Saturday. So we could actually see a few areas in northeast and east central Georgia be a little bit cooler than what we've been seeing over the last couple of days, but still running anywhere from about 5 to 15 degrees above normal for this time of year for Friday. Now looking ahead into Saturday, that wedge of cooler air should erode and retract just a little bit across the higher elevations of far north Georgia. So most of the area is going to be sea temperatures in the 70s and then lower to mid 80s across the far south and east counties of our forecast area. And again, this is running about 10 to 18 degrees above normal for this time of year. As we go to Sunday, this is probably going to be the warmest of the next 3 or 4 days, with temperatures approaching 80 around Atlanta and surrounding areas, and then lower to mid 80s, even some upper 80s across far south Georgia, or far southern part of our forecast area from Americus to Dublin and the Louisville area. This is about 10 to 20 degrees above normal for this time of year. So yep, that's going to be where we could see some record highs, either tied or set as we head into the latter half of this weekend. And then looking ahead to Monday, ahead of that cold front, as clouds are starting to increase, it's still going to be pretty warm out there. We're looking at expected high temperatures in the upper 70s to around 80 for a good portion of the area, with mid 80s in our far southeast counties on Monday afternoon, and again running anywhere from 15 to 20 degrees above normal for March 7th. Now, as we look into late Monday into Tuesday, this is when the approaching cold front, some rain showers are going to be developing and kind of moving in from the north and west, and should be affecting the area late Monday through Monday night and into early Tuesday. You can see the chances of precipitation basically from late Monday night are going to be highest across parts of north and west Georgia. Then these higher pops will start to sag to the south and east as we head into late Monday night and early Tuesday. Much of the higher rainfall totals are going to be across far north Georgia, where we could see anywhere from a half an inch to maybe 3/4 of an inch in spots. Lighter amounts to the south and east of I-85. This could change certainly over the next few days, but this time over the last couple of days we really haven't seen anything coming together that would support a widespread heavy rain event with this front at this time. By Tuesday afternoon or Tuesday during the day, you can see temperatures are down about 10 to 15 degrees across much of the area. Upper 50s, mid to upper 50s across far north Georgia. Still seeing some mid 70s in our far southern and eastern counties, but generally speaking, more seasonal temperatures for the first, second week of March than what we've been seeing over the last couple of days and what we're expecting to see through the week. Now, looking farther ahead, by the end of next week into the following weekend, this is sort of in the March 8th to 12th time frame, longer range models are predicting a fairly deep Arctic cold air mass to drop down across the northern plains and upper Midwest and affect a good chunk of the country by the middle to end of the week. And how far south and east this colder air gets remains to be seen, but it is possible that we could see some cooler air or colder air that we haven't really seen in the past couple of weeks. So these spring-like temperatures we've been seeing, it's still early to mid-March, so definitely could see cold temperatures, sub-freezing temperatures are still possible, as we head into the second week of March, climatologically speaking. So it's not that unusual to get cold again during the month of March before we warm back up into April. So something to watch. Also looking at a little bit wetter pattern heading into the middle to end of next week and into the following week, even over the next couple of weeks, than what we've been seeing. So that'll be some welcome news as far as any drought conditions exist and fire weather concerns. But we'll keep you posted on any big changes that we see over the next few days heading into the next week to 10 days for sure. And then finally, looking at the drought conditions, most of the area is fine, but we are starting to see some abnormally dry conditions and even some moderate drought D1 conditions develop across far south and southeast Georgia, and that's because we just really haven't had any appreciable rainfall across these areas over the last few weeks. So obviously drought conditions are starting to develop and increase just a little bit, and over the next 5 days or so, this really shouldn't put any dent in what we're seeing in some of these drought conditions across the far south part of the state. But hopefully after that, after the middle of next week, there'll be enough rain and series of systems moving through that can maybe reduce these abnormally dry to moderate drought conditions in the next couple of weeks, but that remains to be seen at this time. So once again, in summary, looking ahead at the week across north and central Georgia, over the next few days, continue to see unseasonably warm and dry conditions. Looking at record or near record highs possible, especially as we head into Sunday and early Monday, first part of the week, where temperatures are going to be probably the warmest that we see over the next few days. With this, we'll see low afternoon relative humidity values that will elevate the fire danger across much of the area, so be on the awareness for that. By the early part of next week, we do expect a front to approach the area. By Monday and early Tuesday, moisture will increase ahead of the front, with some rain showers moving through sometime late Monday into early Tuesday, especially across north and west Georgia. That's where we expect the higher amounts of rainfall to occur, and generally speaking, we're thinking about 1/10 to 1/2 an inch at this time with this system. More seasonal temperatures are expected behind this front Tuesday into Wednesday, and then potentially we'll be watching a stronger cold front moving across part of the area by the end of next week into next weekend. So that concludes our weekly weather briefing. Again, my name is Dave Nadler with the National Weather Service office in Peachtree City, Atlanta. You can see the different ways that you can connect with us and keep up to date with the latest conditions, and we hope that everybody has a great rest of the day and a wonderful weekend.